Hey, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes. Man, I'm already looking forward to what we're going to eat on the weekend as we're doing takeout every weekend.
Yes.
That's like our big thing. But anyway, my name is Marina.
And I am Michelle.
And we took up this side hobby 2 years ago. And the side hobby is buying things at low prices and selling them at the going rate. Mm-hmm. So we're not overcharging. You know, I'm an economics major. It would be really hard to sell something that's overpriced, right? The cool thing about economics is the market usually decides. Forgot it was Happy Taco Tuesday. How's it going, Aurelie?
Hello.
Aurelie 38.
Hi,
And
Evolving Always.
how's it going, Terry? Happy Taco Tuesday. Are you guys having tacos for dinner tonight?
Taco sounds good.
Taco always sounds good. I can always have a delicious taco. Always happy to have a delicious taco. Yeah, but Evolving Always, do you remember we were watching her live first time with Reseller's Passion? She was talking about investments. So absolutely love. Yeah, this is like her hobby. So she said no, but it sounds good.
That's cool.
Tacos always sound good. Yeah, so we're wondering if you guys have heard of like online and retail arbitrage. Do any of you guys actually do online and retail arbitrage?
Hi, Cynthia, Lady Hustle 1920.
Happy Taco Tuesday!
Yes.
Yeah, so we were eating tacos every Tuesday at some point, but we stopped. We stopped, but I could eat tacos 3 times a day. So retail and online arbitrage is a type of reselling. Yes. Do we do this type of reselling, Michelle?
Yes.
A little bit. I want to say maybe like 10%, 15% of our business is retail and online arbitrage. How about you guys?
Yeah, some people do it full time. Some people only do retail and online arbitrage. We're a mixed basket.
We're a mixed basket. Yes. Hi, Brittany. Discount deals for you. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Hi, Brittany.
Yeah, so just wondering, how many of you guys do retail or online arbitrage? How many of you don't know what it is? Lady Hustle 1920, Cynthia says, we want to see that recipe taco with the lettuce that Michelle made. It was so yummy. We actually forgot to order tortilla that day.
It's actually vegan, so you can order some Beyond Meat, and I can send you the rest.
Very easy. Yeah, it was delicious. If you can make it again, Michelle, next Tuesday.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
We'll do a live on making tacos.
So Michelle, what's retail arbitrage?
So it basically means you go to a retail store and you go to your local retail stores, buy products from there, and then selling those same items through online marketplace for a profit.
Yeah, so let's chat about that a little bit. So it's not like most retail stores, although I guess it is most retail stores. So what you want to do is you want to go into a store, and we're going to talk about which marketplaces you can sell these items on, but basically it's any marketplace, right? So speaking of items to resell, it's very simple the way we started, where you go to a garage sale, you buy things at highly discounted prices, because at garage and yard sales, people just want to get rid of the things, right? Mm-hmm. But they don't want to maybe put it in the trash, mm-hmm. or make it go to a landfill. Mm-hmm. So that's really fun. But retail arbitrage is buying from retail stores.
Mm-hmm. The good thing about that is you can actually, physically look at the product, and then they're all brand new. So you don't have to worry about any dings on it, or any marks, or, defect on the product.
I mean, you might, though. You will, like Michelle said, you should inspect any product, and then if there is a defect, you want to say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people like buying new things.
And sometimes they gift them.
Sorry?
They buy them as gifts.
Oh, the customers?
Yeah.
100%, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so that's like a whole nother topic, but the thing is you don't want to buy something at the retail store for $100 that's worth $80 online, because you're going to lose money. Mm-hmm. So you do need to be very careful when you do it. You have to develop a strategy as to how you're going to buy an item at a discounted rate to sell online at the market price.
Yeah, now, you know, you kind of have to manage your expectation too, because if you're really used to going to garage sale, you're going to pay $1 for an item. You know, retail arbitrage it's a different scenario where you do have to make a little bit more investment.
That's a good point. And that's one of the reasons why the first couple years of reselling, we really stayed away from it, because we weren't ready to dish out. You know, we weren't making enough to dish out as much as like is required to do on retail arbitrage. Now, a couple of shout outs to Manny Aguilar, 67.
Hi, Manny.
JRH12345 and Kathy S. Posh. How's it going, everyone? So a couple comments also. Kathy S. says, I love this topic so much. Arieli38 says, it's so much easier to sell if you buy the right product for the right price. Exactly, 100%. Cynthia says, that's right. And Kathy S. Posh says, I agree to Arieli. Arieli says, yes, looking up comps is a must. So that leads to a quick question. Where do you guys and how do you guys look up comps for retail arbitrage? Comps is a term that real estate uses. So, for example, if you have a home that you want to buy or sell, you look up comps. That means you look up what the other homes in your neighborhood are selling for, and then you can price accordingly. So we do that in the reselling field as well, I guess, field realm. And we look to see online, what are things selling for, you know? And that's comps. So anyway, so back to what is... So back to online, retail arbitrage is buying things at a retail store. Online arbitrage is what, Michelle?
It's basically the same thing, except you are buying online. The good thing about online arbitrage is it's easy for you to compare prices. You know, you can check up comps immediately without like going through your phone. And also you can do it at home. You don't have to go out, especially now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like Michelle said, it's exactly the same thing. Okay, we're not going to say one is better than the other because they both have their advantages, to be honest, right? But then, so there's some really good comments that I wanted to catch here. Hi, Brena's Closet. Happy Taco Tuesday. So Kathy is saying that on Poshmark, using Google Photo or Google Lens is one way you can check comps. That is an app you can download on your phone. Brenda's Closet said, look at solds and how many are currently listed. Definitely. And then, so Areli says, I look up comps on the platform I'm selling the product on. So like a couple places where you can look up comps, like let's say Poshmark, you can find how much the item sold there. You can filter out the name of the product. You can definitely do online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, and sell it on Poshmark, right? Manny says RA is okay, but it's boring. It's not as fun as treasure hunting, that is for sure. But Lady Hustle says that she likes RA, it's fun for her. So I guess to each their own.
Yeah, also something I noticed is that the profit margin is a little bit less than like what we're used to, just because the investment is bigger. But the good thing about retail arbitrage is you can buy a lot of the same items versus at garage sale, you can only have 1 or 2 items at the most. So when you do listing, you can just do multiple quantities instead of listing like many of the different items.
That's a really good point. And so we're speaking from experience here because we've bought, you know, it's cold, it's starting to get cold now. So we bought some hoodies and so we bought them at a discount. So what happens when, you know, stores discount their seasonal items if they don't get purchased? They go to like Goodwills, they go to your local thrift stores. You know, people buy them and resell them. So we're essentially doing that. We're essentially, you know, taking care of those highly discounted items. But like Michelle said, it could save you time. The investment is a little bit bigger, but hey, you're saving time and you can just list the one item, take picture of one item, and then list the different sizes if you bought like 10 of the same item, right?
Correct.
So I can see how that's an advantage of that. So,
hello, Talk with Summer.
How's it going, Sarah? I be flippin'. And we have a couple of interesting comments that I do want to share. Hi, Michelle Ben 8. So let's see. Pinterest is a great idea. So Cynthia is using Pinterest as well.
Okay.
So so that's one way to do what? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
Pinterest to do retail arbitrage.
To do retail arbitrage. How do you do that? How do you use it? And so, great question. Kathia says, where do you guys like to do RA? So we're going to talk about in a minute where you can do RA in person and online. How's it going? Talk with Summer and IB Flippin'. So Evolving Ways, Terry says exactly. I do that with items I purchase wholesale.
Oh, yes.
Can you?
Wholesale.
Yeah.
She meant that, she could just have one listing and she'd buy a whole lot.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, that's a good point. With wholesale, you can just do the one listing. So let's go into where, let's talk about that. Where do you do your online arbitrage? Which retail stores do you go to? We have a short list of some stores that are well known for that. So Michelle, do you want to talk about that?
So Marshall's is a good place. Ross, TJ Maxx, GameStop. Some people look for used or new video games there. And Big Lots, Factory Outlet is a great place. We've also got Target, Burlington, Walmart, and TJ Maxx.
There's so many places, but if you look at these stores, they are discount stores. So a lot of these stores do get the closeouts as well, and they sell, seasonal or out of season items at discounted prices. Mm-hmm. But you can really score in a lot of these different stores. So Cynthia says Pinterest has an option for photos, Marina and Michelle. Okay.
That's cool.
Excellent. I mean, yeah, so we did talk about using Pinterest to market your products. Yeah. So is that what you were referring to? Katia said it is better to list one listing with multiple. Oh, it's a question. Is it better to list one listing with multiple quantities rather than multiple listings? I've heard that you have more exposure if you list them separately. Oh, that's interesting.
That's a really good question, and I also debate on that.
Yeah.
I think we've sold items for both because it depends on, sometimes when you add the size on the keyword on the listing title, it helps people look for it. And when I go shopping, I type in my size. I don't care. I just want to get to the place I want to get to. But at the same time, if you have multiple listings, if you have a listing with multiple sizes, we've sold items that way too. So I'm not sure.
So what I would do on that is include the sizes in the description because it's all about the metadata, right? It's all about what the web crawler is catching from your content in your listing. We do have a live on keywords you may want to check out, but definitely I can see how that would pump up your keyword search. But if you just include it in your description, it should also catch it. So we do have a couple comments that I want to grab here. So let's see. Evolving Ways, Terry says pros and cons to that. So she agrees on that one. Cynthia said no for looking products in RA when you are looking. Sometimes you don't find the item in Google Photos. You find it on Pinterest. Thank you, Cynthia. I was trying to figure that out. So she says sometimes you don't find the items on Google, but you can find them on Pinterest. Pinterest needs to make a lens, a lens app. And Evolving Way says, agree, great point, pricing in the description.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much for your feedback. Placing, sorry.
And if there's space for the title, I always add all the sizes there. And with, when I have multiple sizes on the listing, I always add all the sizes there. So when they're typing in, hoodie, medium, you'll get there. When they type in hoodie, large, you'll get there.
But that may not work for the long tail keywords. So that may not be the best way.
Yeah, that's why it's to
do it.
I guess.
No, think about it.
I guess we got to do a test to see what works better.
Well, yeah, exactly. So then if you guys, sorry to go on a total, what do you call that? Side. Yeah, sorry about this, but it's important. There's a thing called long tail keywords, and that is when you do a Google search or search on Amazon or your shopping platform and you put more than one keyword. So somebody may be looking for a old gaming, tube TV set, and then it has to be those exact combination of words. So in that scenario, it's not going to work. Nobody's going to put like small, medium, large blue sweater. So that might hurt
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, that might hurt your chances in the keyword listing.
Yeah.
Michelle and I don't always agree on things, but we help each other, you know. We help each other. She helps me see a lot of things, right? So we're always helping each other. Okay, so let's go on and continue. So those are some example retail stores. We're going to discuss some example online stores where you could buy things online, and it's called online arbitrage.
Yeah, so after the pandemic, we haven't been out and about. So online arbitrage is certainly something that I think a lot more people are doing. People go on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Nordstrom Rack, Nike, Foot Locker. These are just examples of where people shop.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about online arbitrage or retail arbitrage is there are resellers that have developed entire businesses just focusing on one specific kind of genre of items. I've heard many stories of resellers making $100,000 in profit selling just, you know, athletic shoes only, right? Mm-hmm. And just buying them new at discounted prices and then reselling them online. So you can definitely make an entire business model out of this. I've also heard of the same exact thing with video games. So again, if like you have a particular interest, you could always kind of blend the two, your interest with what you want to sell or how you want to make extra money. Our interest, what Michelle and I absolutely love, is vintage items. Mm-hmm. I love history. Mm-hmm. I love historical things. Michelle loves the design of vintage items. So that's like what we love to do. So yeah. So let's check out the comments. So we have Sarah Runway Closet says, when you do one listing with multiple size, does it duplicate the item number for inventory purpose?
I don't think so. I'm actually not sure. That's a great question.
Yeah, so it depends like what inventory tracking are you using. We use Vendoo for ours.
I think she's talking about eBay. If you're talking about eBay, I know you could set different SKU numbers, but I'm not sure. We'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, so basically when you do multiple size, yes, it's going to show, on eBay it'll show like, oh, hey, there's 3 left, or there's 2 left. And the same thing on Posh, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully that's what you were asking, Sarah. If not, please feel free to ask again if we got it wrong. Terry says for Nike, people use bots. That's becoming more and more popular.
Yeah.
A lot of resellers actually use bots as well. Mm-hmm. And it's really, you know, speaking of economics, it really drives those prices up, but it's not uncommon. So that's a really good comment that we hadn't thought to bring up. Thanks for bringing that up. Terry and Kathy says, today is Amazon Prime Day, by the way. Yeah, so today is Amazon Prime Day, by the way. We have we're going to talk about that later too, but thanks for bringing it up, Kathia. You can get amazing deals. And so speaking of online places to buy things, Amazon. Today is a big day for resellers to buy discounted items on Amazon to sell again during Christmas, the holidays, and New Year's. Mm-hmm. So that's a good point brought up by Kathia. Mm-hmm. So yeah, online, a lot of stores that we mentioned for retail now have online stores. Yeah. It used to be that Marshalls and TJ Maxx did not sell online, but now they are. Mm-hmm. And also places like Ross. Does Ross sell online?
No, I don't think so.
So I don't think they sell online, Ross. Burlington is another fantastic retail arbitrage store, and I don't believe they're online either. So, you know, there's benefit to both. You can kind of complement your shopping, your retail shopping, and do both online and in person. You can find things at Walmart.com that you may not be able to find there, that you'll have to walk into a physical Walmart to get those deals. So that's that.
There is also something that people use, right? An app where they could check their prices.
We didn't think to talk about apps, but there's an app called BrickSeek. and then that will tell you where the local retail arbitrage deals are according to your zip code. So that is definitely a good point, Michelle.
Cool.
Yes. And so a quick comment here from Terry. She said, from Cynthia. Cynthia said, yes, my business model is RA for Amazon for sure. So how is everything going with that, Cynthia? And Terry said, yes, companies are trying to stop the bots, but impossible to stop. I bet that's going to be difficult. All right.
So let's talk about the COVID pandemic impact on retail and online arbitrage.
So really quickly, so let's talk about that. We have a question. What was the name of the app again? It's called Brick Seek, like a red brick, and then Seek, SEEK. Brickseek.com. A lot of people use it. If you're doing RA, that's one of like the top apps to have handy in your hand. Yeah, cool. You'll get notifications when things go on sale or are discounted in your area.
Yeah, so obviously the pandemic has impacted, people shopping behavior. But at the same time, it's also impacting our buying behavior as resellers. For the retail arbitrage, again, there's much less foot traffic. There's sales. A lot of retail stores have decreased significantly since March.
Such as like when you walk into Ross, there were multiple times I would see resellers who depended on Ross for their items and the shelves are empty. And it just makes you wonder, like, where is everything? Like, where is it going?
Yeah. So places like Nordstrom, they have actually closed down 16 stores. Not Nordstrom Rack, but the real Nordstrom. And their revenue fell 14%. So all the retail stores sales are going down, but I think a lot of them are pivoting to online shopping and online selling. Such as TJ Maxx they're now selling online. Yep. I think a couple of other stores, Marshalls, are now online. So they've changed their business model.
But back to Nordstrom, that was the first large scale store closing that they have done since they started Nordstrom 119 years ago. So it's quite a big deal to lose 14% of revenue. That's quite a big hit for retail stores such as Nordstrom. But guess what? Nordstrom recently, this year, opened a resale business. So, I mean, that's got to give us confidence that we're doing the right thing. When you see these retail giants doing resale, they see how much, we're doing out here with secondhand or pre-loved items. Or, even closeout items that are out of season.
Yeah, and they're, in case you guys are interested, the store is called The Cut. So they opened in February of this month.
Yeah, and
this year.
There's like a few more stores that I've heard have been doing that. I don't know off the top of my head, but if you guys know, let us know. A few more retail stores that have opened up that model there of secondhand stores. IKEA really? Recently is doing the same. They're opening. So IKEA is like a furniture place, like an affordable furniture place. They're based out of Sweden, I think. And anyway, they're doing a secondhand store as well.
That's cool.
For furniture. I mean, I see so many IKEA furniture on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. So that's pretty smart of them to do that.
I mean, going a little bit off topic, I learned this today at my full-time job. There was a discussion about sustainability. And basically, all the companies are going towards sustainability. They want to create more sustainable packaging. So stores like Nordstrom, they want to be sustainable. IKEA. So I think a lot of other companies are moving towards that.
Yeah. And so Michelle, I don't know if she mentioned, but her day job is marketing. She works for a very large marketing firm. It's interesting. And so Kathy said that's interesting. Cynthia said, yes, Walmart has a second hand in their page now too. That's right. I've noticed that as well. So if you guys are interested in applying to sell on Walmart, give it a try, get on there. And so Sarah said, not retail, but Walmart and Target have a reseller online. They both partnered with ThreadUp. Oh, I did not know that.
Wow.
That's interesting. You guys see what's going on. There's an entire revolution in reselling. It's exciting stuff. We love chatting with other resellers, and we love doing what we do. So did we discuss places to sell already?
No, but I think, this is basic information where you can sell all the new items that you gather from online and retail arbitrage. We've got eBay, Amazon, Mercari, Poshmark. You can sell on Walmart, everywhere.
Yeah. So these are really popular places, and I don't know.
Not Etsy.
Not Etsy.
Not Etsy.
That's not on there.
Yeah.
But Amazon highly depends on resellers doing retail arbitrage.
Yeah.
Highly. In fact, that's kind of how they started.
Yeah.
And, I actually didn't know 2 years ago that it was people like what we're doing now and what Cynthia's doing, going to maybe Walmart, buying items there and sending them to Amazon. Yeah. That's crazy. And I think a lot of people probably who are shoppers and customers on Amazon, they probably have no idea that that's how it works.
Yeah. So what happens if Walmart works directly with Amazon?
Well, no, I think Walmart is a competition to Amazon, and they're trying to copy the same model.
How interesting.
As Amazon,
but
which
it goes
smart.
around in full circle, right? It's people are buying from second resellers, but they're technically buying from Walmart and not Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, they might be buying from Walmart to sell on Walmart.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
All right.
So a quick comment. So before we actually end our live from Cynthia. Cynthia said, exactly, Marina Michelle, Amazon depends completely from us because they love when they're running out. Other sellers are available for supplying that. And that's 100% true. Mm-hmm. So it's a big secret. If you didn't know, I hope this live provided you guys the information you needed to look into other, business models aside from what you are already doing.
Yeah.
We do want to end our lives as we usually do with a nice with the meme.
You want me to do it?
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, this is me talking. I just don't need more stuff. And then me on Amazon Prime Day. I don't have a cat, but this litter box is 8% off. I buy 3.
Isn't that the truth? Everyone, and Kathia mentioned, it's Amazon Prime Day today. So if you have Christmas shopping to do, we are not going to hold you any longer, so you can go get your Christmas shopping done. But be careful that you don't end up with a lot of unnecessary things. Though as resellers, we may be able to sell them anyway for, the holidays and whatnot. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. And we love the participation and comments you guys supplied us with. It was really interesting. We learned a lot from you. And we hope you have a wonderful day. Good luck shopping this week, Amazon Prime Week. And a lot of other places are having lots of sales. So have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday.
Go shopping now, guys.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.